Hey viewers, I just picked up this Raleigh 3-speed here for a friend and I want to get it up and running. And one thing I noticed on here is the front wheel is sort of stiff, doesn't turn very well. In addition, that the front tire is just trash, so I'm going to replace this front tire. But I'm going to go ahead and overhaul this front hub, and so I thought I'd make a video here. The front hubs on like Raleigh 3-speeds are different, set up differently than most other front hubs. So I figured this merits a video, because one of the things they have is there's no lock nuts on the cones. The cones are, one cone is sort of fixed and the other cone is adjusted, and they're held by the axle nuts. But anyway, I'll show you how that all goes as I take this apart. I'm going to start off by removing the wheel from the bike. I've got a 14mm wrench here which seems to fit these axle nuts here, so I'll loosen the axle nuts on both sides. And actually I can go ahead and just remove them right now, get them out of the way. And the wheel's locked in to where I actually have to pull the fork blades out to release the wheel, and that allowed the wheel to drop out like that. Now, one thing I notice here is this cone here, there's no flats on this. This was on the left side. And then this cone here has the flats. This is the adjustable cone. This cone should have been on the left side, so the wheel was in there backwards. There's a reason for that, because you want the adjustable cone to be on the left side so that it doesn't tighten as you ride the bike. And also, one thing I just noticed also is this fixed cup here, or this the fixed cone is loose. This should have been tightened in until it was basically fixed. This just was on there wrong. So I'm going to overhaul this. Okay, start taking apart this hub here, and I'll remove the adjustable cone here. This is the one with the flats on it. So notice there was like no lock nut on here at all. Like that. Then I can slide the axle out the other side here, and there's all the little bearings. Don't lose any. And I'll flip the wheel over and then let all the bearings come out from the other side, and then I want to make sure I get all the bearings out from both sides. So here's the axle, the adjustable cone, and the fixed cone. Some of them just remove this fixed cone here. So it should have been screwed on there tight right up against these part here where it runs out of threads, but it was loose. So I'm going to clean these parts up in some solvent. And then there's 18 ball bearings, 9 per side, and I'm going to use my gauge here to figure out what size bearings they are. They're not 5/32, and they look like they're the 3/16" bearings. So I'll go ahead and replace these all with brand new bearings. I cleaned the axle and the cones in mineral spirits, so they look pretty good now. Okay, you also want to clean out the races in the hub as best you can. I have a little bit of mineral spirits on a toothbrush. You can also use a rag or whatever you got, Q-tip, whatever. Just get in there and try to clean out all the old dirt and grease. Okay, I've got the hub all cleaned up inside and out, and so now I'm ready to start putting this back together. I'm going to fill the race here with some grease. Do one side at a time, and I'm using marine grease. I get this at a local auto part store, and it's just marine grade grease. It's good in water. And so when I get the race there packed with grease, I've got a bowl full of bearings here, more than I need actually, but I'm going to stick 9 bearings in on each side around the race. It should form a continuous little ring around inside there. So 9 bearings on this side. Okay, so I got 9 bearings in this side here, and the grease will hold the bearings in as I flip the wheel over to do the other side. Same thing on this side. Fill the race with grease and insert 9 bearings into the race. Okay, so I've got 9 bearings in this side now. Now I'll put together the axle here, and I'm going to take the cone here without any flats on there, and I'm going to screw that onto the axle. See, there's on the one side there's like a little stop here, and so I'm going to screw this onto the axle all the way on there and screw it tight against that there. Then I just want to take a little bit of grease and just kind of put it onto the axle here and put just a light coating here onto there to kind of help it keep it from like corroding at all. And then I can insert this into the hub, and it doesn't matter which side it goes in, but so I'm going to just put it in from the bottom side here like that. And then I'm going to take the adjustable cone and screw this on like this. And then I'm just going to screw it finger tight against the bearings. Like that. Okay, I installed a brand new tire on here, got rid of the crusty old tire, and I'm ready to install the wheel back on the bike. Now it's important that when you mount the wheel on there that you have the cone with the flats on it, the adjustable cone, on the left hand side. That's very important. So I'm going to slide this on here, and I'm going to have to pull the forks out a little bit to let this lock up into place. So just pull the forks out, let it go up there, and it'll snap up into place just like that. And then I can put the axle nuts and washers on there. There was a spacer and then a lock nut on here. And I'm not going to tighten down the left-hand side yet. So then I'll put the right-hand side on here. Put that on. And I can tighten down the axle nut on the right-hand side right now. So now what I want to do is adjust the cone over here on the left-hand side so I can turn the wheel, and using a 15 millimeter cone wrench I can slide this in there and adjust the cone. I want it to be able to turn smoothly and not have any play in the wheel. And I can loosen it up a little bit or tighten it a little bit to where the wheel turns freely but doesn't have any play in it. And that looks pretty good. And when I get the adjustable cone on there adjusted to where I want, then I'll go ahead and tighten the axle nut down. And then I want to make sure that it still turns smoothly there, and so now it's a little tight. So what I'll do is I'll loosen the axle nut a little bit, go back in, let me get this, find the flats there, loosen the cone just a little bit, and then try tightening the axle nut back down like that. And that turns pretty nicely, and there's no play in the wheel, so I'll tighten this all the way down. And there, it's turning nice and smoothly now. So that is how to remove, clean, overhaul, remount, and adjust a front wheel on a Raleigh 3-speed bike. Hope you found that useful or interesting. If you did, please click like. I always appreciate getting likes on my videos, and it helps me out. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, click the big yellow subscribe button, and you'll see new videos as they come out. I'm always coming out with new videos. And I'm also over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. You can connect with me over there. So go over there, and I post a lot of stuff over there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.